Someone said the world is unfair. Not really, dude. Have you noticed you get a billion opportunities and you just sit on your bed and you don't take any of them? Like, there's so much opportunity out there for, like, think about in your past when you were going through a lot of opportunity would pop out, but you would be squeezing it out of life. And now you stop squeezing the juice. You're just like, eh. And it's like, yeah, no, your life's the same. Which probably, there's nothing worse than your life being the same day by day. I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing worse. If your life is the day by day the same, like, let me tell you this, bro. If you go on the same trail, if you go on the same hike, you will always have the same ideas. If you want to really pop off in life, it's got to be a different hike. It's got to be a different book. It's got to be a different trail. It's got to be things that make you feel different. Some of you guys are like, I'd say the prison of success is being taught that success is a routine, and so the lazy man believes that he gets in a routine, and then he's only making 100,000 a year for the rest of his life because he's in a routine. It's not about a routine. I mean, the energy level should be like you're in a routine, but you shouldn't actually be in a routine. You should be a go-getter. What happened with Fresh? Did Marion make you stop talking about it? No, I genuinely stopped attacking Fresh because in order to shit on Fresh clips, I have to listen to him. It's not, the stuttering doesn't even bother me like it bothers you guys. It's the mumbling, right? Stuttering I can sometimes forgive, but mumbling is unbearable. When humans mumble, they're really saying, I don't give a fuck about the room, right? Like if I said, give a good speech for $5 million, you're not going to mumble. But if I got 1 million a month from Myron, I don't know how much he makes, but he makes a lot of money to mumble. It's kind of like this is what he's doing in the studio. He's just big middle finger to everyone. And it's not unfair to say, get better at speaking to someone if they've been doing it for years and getting paid for years. That's like you're getting paid for tennis, playing tennis, and then they're saying, hey, it's been a few years of you missing every ball. Can you hit a few? Because we're giving you millions of dollars. So yeah, we'll never be cool with Fresh because let's be real. Even if I didn't have beef with Fresh, look at the way he lives his life. He pockets the cash and doesn't level up. We stopped being home. People are like, whoa, you hate Heel Mike. I don't hate him. I actually, dude, I don't even think about Heel Mike. But could I chill with someone who plays Pokemon Go in their off time? No, that used to piss me off when I was around him. I'm like, why the fuck am I reading these books and gaining hundreds of thousands of followers and you're doing nothing? Like, I would tell him to his face, I'm like, are you playing Pokemon? Am I your mom? Am I your, like, what the fuck is going on here? I have to tell you, hell no, I'm not going to be someone's mom and say, yo, you're playing Pokemon Go on your off time. And reading books doesn't even work for everyone. A lot of readers read books. So it's not even about reading. You got to actually level up from reading that shit. Zherka, what advice would you give to a new millionaire at 19 to not be like Aiden? Well, number one, you can't have homies who are interested in your money. Like, you can't be around Kafum. Because, dude, the line of love will be blurred. Like, Kafum loves Aiden, but if that love started out of money, have you noticed Aiden just sits there going, who can I trust? I can't trust anyone. I can't even give Sneeko a deal. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do anything. And it's like, bro, Sneeko's sitting there like, why can't you trust me? Why can't you trust anyone, Aiden? Because you literally made Discord famous. Now you're taking their fame away, which doesn't, by the way, if someone has talent, you can't take their fame away. You can't, I'm taking Charleston White's fame away. No, he has talent. He's good at talking. He's funny. You're not taking that away. But if he can take away cuffums and cheesers, it kind of shows that they're leeches, which is sad because I think Cheeser's funny, but he's funny to me. I don't think he's funny to the world. I think he's funny to, like, I like his jokes, but clearly it's like, bro, if your friends are all getting botted with steak deals, yeah, that is strange. I come from a world where it's illegal to get a job from your homie and then you don't show up to work. I come from a world where even if you're mad at him, you don't do that to him. I wonder if in the beginning they were grinding hard. I never even saw their come out. I didn't even know who they were until like a ending of last year. React to Charleston White going at Islam. Bro, I feel like I can't even, for years and years and years, I everyone's religion if they shit on ours. And now that we're homies with Sneeko, we can't even talk about 1 billion people on Earth because Sneeko's going to think we're attacking him. But I'll tell you this, man. There's no such thing as a spiritual Muslim guy. These guys are political. Okay? Sneeko's the only one that's genuine. The rest are like at war with the Western world. I don't believe in converting. I think it's cringe when you try and convert people. I think it's so cringe. Like, have you ever seen me sit on a podcast trying to convert someone? All I do is try and remind someone, tap into their DNA. Everyone on earth at one point, their ancestors were Christian. Make no mistake about that. So they can all tap into the DNA. But you can't say that for the other religions. I'm sorry. I don't know how to feel about Sonny because, like, guys, when we love someone, right? This guy's been awesome to us. I like Sonny. I like his family. We love him. Hearts in the chat for Sonny. But now I see that he's converted and I'm like, is it too late to have an opinion on this? Like, I thought he would check in with the family. I thought he'd call Gary and Gary would be like, no, you should be a numerologist. And he'd call Zherka and be like, no, you should join the Catholic Church. And I thought he would go. I didn't think you could just, Sneeko, how could you, bro? You can't just convert our people. Sonny's not just yours. He's ours too. Guys, I predict if my friendship cannot fail with Sneeko or Myron, because I've been way too good to them, right? Especially Myron been way too good to us. Way too good. And Sneeko. Nick's been awesome too. I mean, like, let's be honest. Nick always defends us on his stream. Sneeko sometimes Aiden will talk and he'll forget about us, but Nick always defends us. So we have to just keep it 100, bro. We have to keep it 100. We have to be like, yo. I don't even want to be defended by Sneeko, but if someone ever calls me the P word, I don't even want Sneeko to defend me because I'm his homie. I want him to defend me because he chills a lot with me. So it makes him look like he's chilling with a P word. It makes, it's bad for him too. It's not just for, totally ridiculous to just sit there and be like, I'm forgetting to defend Zherka here. If someone calls me a or anything, I don't care. Don't defend me. Actually, it's cringe if you defend me. I don't care. But if someone calls me the P word and they're not joking, they're like trying to do harm, like Aiden, how he's trying to do harm to us just because I don't want to do his little boxing match. And I will do it for like good money, but let's be honest, like 50 bands. I was making 12. I make like 9, 10 a week, and I post it on my Twitter so you can see how much I make. You could ask my brother, you can ask Sneeko, you could ask Myron, you could ask Fresh how much, because Fresh, the only reason Fresh makes more money than me is because he takes from Myron, but he doesn't make more money. Like, I don't know why he trusts to talk about money. Although I heard that Fresh did make good money before he was a YouTuber, and I believe that. He was like some businessman. So maybe he's smarter than us there, but yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's so weird if I talk Fresh. Like, let's stop talking about him because, let's be real, we're beating a dead horse. Myron's always going to keep him, right? It's like Zherka, why are you making Heel Mike so much money? And it's because he's my friend. Like, remember when I'd give that excuse? And you guys would be like, oh, f*** you, Zherka. He's my friend. You're supposed to do that. And I've done that with so many people, and it's like, yeah, that friend shit is the biggest excuse on earth. Like, I'm helping someone because they're my friend. Because then I look extra bad when the friendship's over and I'm just attacking them all day. And it's like, what happened to your friends, Zherka? Bro, being friends with streamers is impossible. Because think about it. We love Sneeko. We love him to death. Introduced him to the family and shit, right? He's one of us. He's a Zherka. But bro, when Sneeko just sits there and someone calls me the P word and he's like, oh, I'm just too lazy to defend this right now. There's 40,000 people there. You know what I mean? That's a lot of people. That's why I love Myron. He'll be like, actually, Myron always remembers. He goes, actually, Zherka's, you know what I mean? Nick always defends us, right? And people are like, and I feel weird because it's like, I'm really saying Sneeko's got our back 95% of the time, and I need it to be 100. No, I don't need it to be 100. Only for the P word topic, right? And it must be frustrating being Sneeko because he'd be like, "You brought it on yourself. You know, you love that joke." And yeah, I did. I didn't know these girls are in love with me. I didn't know they're literally gonna piss away my reputation. They almost did, just because they're in love with me. Because like some chatter said, it could have happened to Heel Mike. No, it couldn't. No, love Heel Mike. It's fucking ridiculous. Like Mike is good with women compared to the average guy, but come on, bro. Like, let's be real here. Mike, come on. I kind of wish it did happen to Mike because I don't deserve that bad publicity. I only kind of deserve it that I meme so hard and people hate the meme lord. But come on. Come on. Yeah. There's a lot of cringe we're going to respond to. This is all cringe shit. And you guys love that shit. I love that shit because you guys love it. But first things first, we're going to stop talking. We're just going to hold Sneeko and Nick Fuentes' feet to the fire. And our community, I'm going to reward this behavior if I see it, guys. We're going to be the only community in the game who shits on both of them and says, stop fighting, guys. And I'll make you guys, because I need mods anyway, right? So I'll give you guys mod position if you guys can just be all over Sneeko and Nick. Anytime they mention each other, spam stop fighting. Stop fighting. The left loves it when they fight. And they're too big to fight like that. Right? So I'll reward that if you guys can like fan the flames a bit. Also, you guys have to defend me everywhere. I don't know why everyone got lazy with that. You guys used to be so good at it when I was on Twitch. So anytime someone writes a bad comment, I'm telling you, you got to defend me. If you want to see me collab and do more streams, I got to enjoy being here. And I don't enjoy it if Sneeko doesn't remind Aiden Ross that I'm not a... What the was that? That was like a week and a half ago. I know it's late, but yeah, I should have gone live a long time ago to address it. But I remember saying, bro, I'm not going live if no one... How the is Nick the only guy who got my back? And Marion, I'm sure, would have my back. But bro, you don't have to have my back for anything. But for that, like, bro, Aiden's chat knows it's a lie. That's why Sneeko doesn't care probably. Aiden knows it's a lie. Aiden's just mad that I won't give him 240,000 live concurrent viewership from his 35,000. Yeah, I won't do it, bro. And I'm not even being spiteful. I am spiteful, but bro, if the money's right, we'll crank you up, bro. We'll break Trump's viewership, and then you'll have the truth.
You put out a list of the dumbest mistakes that guys make on the first 3 dates, and I want to go through these. The first one was they're way too shy and stick to surface level talk.
That's 100% correct. However, not being shy is not enough anymore because you got to break the bubble, right? You have to break the bubble nowadays. By bubble, I mean there's a social contract where no one's allowed to sit. Like, let's be real. When women immediately are attracted to Zherka or Sneeko, it's nothing about our physical or any of that. It's step one because they can talk to like a fat ass like Cuffham still, even though he has to pay for it. So don't go to the physical right away. When chicks like Sneeko and Zherka over Steve will do it, let's say, at a party or something, when these YouTubers are around us, the number one reason is because the social contract of political correctness is broken by the outlaws and badasses. Meaning, if you say it in person, one, it immediately signals to everyone in the room, oh, Zherka gets paid. You can get him banned and he'll still get that paycheck. Oh, okay. He's not afraid to say it. That's number one. I know everyone thinks you say it to look like a badass because everyone else is afraid to say it, and that's not really the reason. The reason is it shows financial freedom, really. The problem is that it's the highest level of financial freedom because let's say you don't say it and you're making good money, you can make even more if you don't say it. So it kind of shows you prioritize being a badass over money, right? Was this guy? Wow, you're so cool, bro. Where'd you get Eden Zherka the name, bro? That threw me off. Hold on.
So many guys are trying to give the woman a fun experience, and that's not what women who are looking for commitment are looking for. They're tired of the fun. They are tired of just having endless
Based.
people dancing for them. That's not really what they want. They want substance, but they're afraid to tell you they want substance.
Which really means a family experience, right? That you have to look like family in their life. By
Give
the
her
way, you have to look like family if you want to immediately break out of any kind of zone you're into. Family just means you're long term.
your life mission, give her your purpose, show her who you are and where you are going, and invite her along on that journey. That is what attracts women.
Yeah, just don't invite her. Right? Show her the journey. She can tag along, but you don't actually verbally invite her. The action's already doing that of you going out with her. She'll pick up on the hint when she sees you more often and you're not around other chicks, and then you hold their feet to the fire, really, right? Because you're gonna have random casual conversations with her where you say, like, let's be real. How many of us are actually man hoes when we like it? It's very, not many of us, maybe fresh, right? So all she has to do is see that side of you. This is good advice so far. I didn't think it'd be good.
But surely you also need to come across as being fun. You can't just do the most boring
Yeah, this is the dangerous thing that Chads have. Have you noticed Chads are never fun, but they're good looking, so like the woman copes and sticks around.
thing in the world. So how do you balance these two?
If you are talking about what is most
And
deeply
it's not about fun. It's about an emotional spike. How many times have you seen me, even Mike, Sneeko, we emotionally spike a woman. We're not even trying. Sometimes we're just being real, right? We're just literally just speaking to them, but we'll have an emotional spike where it's not fun for her, but she gets very angry and blah, blah, blah. And then we bond quicker with that person, which is a risky game too, right?
passionate to you, how could it possibly not be fun? Yes, if you're just rambling on for 6 hours about your stock portfolio or something like that, it's awful. But if you're having an intimate conversation with another human being, explaining that, and then learning her mission, learning her desires.
You will never learn her mission. You will never learn her desires, macro or micro. Never. How many of you guys have been on dates trying to figure that out? You will never find out what the she wants. You'll only find out when she's with another man, and he tells you. This is he'll show you.
She's passionate about. It should be fun, but not fun for the sake of fun. It's not
Yeah, if you're ever out of frame in any part of your interactions with her, you're losing her 100%. Dude, the woman is literally not even a celestial body, and you're the sun. You have gravity. That's how different it is. Like, it's so weird that we in our heads think the woman is to be chased after. That's are you retarded? Are you what's that guy's name? What's that? Ben Affleck. Yeah, is that who you want to be?
masturbatory fun. It is fun for a purpose that drives education about the other person.
What is the easiest way for a guy to broach going beyond surface level talk and into something a bit deeper?
Tell her stories that illuminate what your life goals are, that illuminate what your values and principles are. Don't tell her life stories that try to make her impressed by who you are, or make her feel sorry for you, or make her want to jump on top of you. Tell her the life stories that illuminate who you really are as a man and where you are going, and that right there will educate her while also entertaining her.
What's the
100%. If you talk about what you're passionate about, what you're building, what's already being constructed, how it's going to look at the top, how it's like an endless ceiling, she's going to be like, oh, I'm going to miss out on this journey. That's the part I agree with. I don't know about that other stuff.
difference between the two, or could you give us an example?
Yes, so many men default back to trying to explain what they've purchased recently, or they default back to how amazing they are.
But what if she tells you what she wants? Should I ask her? Okay, dude, how many times have you seen a girl list out what she wants on her stream in front of all those chatters, but none of them, especially the mods, don't get to meet her? And she's doing a stream with John Zherka. How many times have you been in that scenario? Yeah, I wish they told the truth. I wish they told the truth to themselves, because then at least we can dig for it.
Are in some way. They try to tell stories that pitch them as I'm better than my friends, or these are my exes. This is why I left them because I was better than them, or whatever it may be, that you are trying to elicit a certain feeling in the other person that then makes them act a certain way. Instead, tell the stories that educate them while also entertaining them and say, this is a glimpse into who I really am, convenient and inconvenient. Here is who I am, and here is what I'm trying to achieve. Those are the pieces. So you may say, let me tell you a story about my work lately. Let me tell you a story about this place where
If anyone ever opens a conversation with, let me tell you a story, nobody is listening to that person. Nobody. I guarantee you. If you ever say, fun story about that, actually, it shows that you're constructing something that's not fun immediately in your head, and you're just filling dead air.
Volunteer. Let me tell you a story about
this is what it looks like when you want to show who you are. Dude, look at this. I've got a stream with Sneeko and Nick, but they're beefing. I gotta pick a side. And she goes like this. What? Well, you've been watching Nick for like 5 years, and you love Nick, and yeah, but Sneeko's my guy. Oh, huh. I make millions of dollars with these guys. Not millions. And she goes, no, not millions. And then she's reminded that she makes no money, and my homies, we making maybe not millions with these guys, but we right up here, and she's right down there. That's how you do it. That's the nest. You want to meet Nick, Sneeko, bitch? No, but they're going places for sure.
Family, and you tell that story to show her who you are.
I really hate this taking the out on a date. Do you know how many times you can take if she got a crush on you, you can take her out to do errands, and you'll win. You will actually win, because she'll say, "What am I doing?" You'll be like, "All right, we'll go get some food. Relax, bro. Let's just pick up my cat first."
There'll be a lot of women that are listening, so I would like to know whether you think that this is something that guys that you go on dates with do regularly, or whether you would like them to do it more. The second one, the
whole point of showing status to a woman is that you're providing safety. If you're just showing her your clout, that's not sustainable. That's I got 500,000 followers on.
Way too hard with red pill and pickup artist tactics.
So many guys are trying to rush through and establish physical contact and dominance as fast as possible. And what they're trying to do is mimic being in love. They're trying to do something called love bombing. They're trying to make her feel, wow, he's really in love with me. And then it releases the same oxytocin hormone in her that creates.
I don't think that's why the guys are hardcore red pilling. I think they're hardcore red pilling because 99.9% of the time, she critiques the man for being too soft and not forward and just taking it. So I think that's why guys are going hardcore on the red pill stuff. Like, I'll tell you this, chat. How many times have you gone home and been like, wow, a year later, she actually wanted me to make a move. She actually liked me. And you find that out when it's too late. If that's happened to you many times over, instead of having that piece of feeling in your stomach, join thezherkaofficial.com, join our secret society, and get it right the first time so you don't have to be a anymore. You know how much money and energy you've lost thinking about the one you did pick up, but losing the other 3 and thinking, yeah, I'm good. Zherka would think I'm good. Bro, if I think Kill Mike is bad, you're going to look even worse.
It's a rush and makes her feel overwhelmed. It's love bombing, and it is just fake, and it is not what she's actually looking for.
If you love bomb real love bombing, and you're someone of value that she's coming after, and if you're not faking it, if you actually can get in the mode of love bombing, it's the most effective tool. I have no idea why he did this. Fake love bombing is like some cringe alpha male. But real love bombing is like you actually enjoy taking that to the aquarium, and you actually take her emotions up this high, and you immediately leave the aquarium because someone called you. You got to do something. And she goes from laughing to, whoa, he just left. Okay? That's trauma bonding quickly.
Insecure women will
I did that on an aquarium date.
Fall for it.
I felt bad. She lost so much weight. Traumatized her. She lost in 10 days, she lost so much weight because she's like, are you leaving me? It felt so bad for that girl.
Your women will
Super
shove
nice
you
girl.
back and through the door because they
I
know
got my
what you're
back
trying to
karma
do,
for it,
and it's
don't worry.
really uncomfortable for them. The only thing you're going to do is farm insecure women, which is why Red Pill and PUA guys say hit on 100 women a night and one of them will sleep with you. You are trying to find someone who's so insecure she lets you jump through her boundaries and make her feel validated.
Yeah, they never hit on a bunch of women because then one has to come home with you. No, it's so you get cozy hitting on them. And number two, it's so that they don't know which one you're tracking for, right? If you talk to 5 dimes the exact same, they get insecure, all of them, and they go, which one does he like? Like, how many times have you been on these watch these streams where there's Zherka and you go, wow, it's like Animal Planet. Like, they cannot tell which one Zherka wants. And the truth is, I really, really zero in on the fact that I'm better than them. Like, I have to remind myself sometimes, and I go, oh, when I remind myself, things go easier for me. I am better than you.
One of the problems that a bunch of friends had about 10 or 15 years ago when the game came out first with Neil Strauss was they became very disenchanted with who they were personally because they created a...
John, every girl you date says she has trauma binder. Bro, look at how many of the purity ones, especially we've met on Monkey, which I feel bad I've never DM'd them back. Remind me to do that. It's been a year almost. But yeah, I'm telling you, I'm in an evil place where if they're emotionally very healthy, that does not do anything for my viewer count. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want them on camera again.
Delta between the person that their evening partner was going to go home with and the person that they really were. And that made them feel
So far,
bad
I
about
can't tell. Is he spitting?
where you are and who that person is. Made more of the guys that did pick up blackpilled than the guys that didn't go home with girls.
These are the guys who come into my coaching practice with millions of dollars in the bank, and they sleep with 5 different girls every week. And they say, Adam, I have never been more miserable than I am right now. These are the guys who come in because they think everything is about being fake. This was like, it goes back to Red Pill. It teaches you to be avoidant on purpose, to never find real love, because real love is impossible. When you learn that that is not
He's
true,
kind of spitting
and
here.
you learn that you must be who you are so that you can attract someone who is attracted to you long term, that's the only way to build love. And once you do that, then you start filtering for the right people.
Next one, they play games like don't text her for 3 days, bro.
Game playing is just a way of saying, I don't trust you enough to connect with you, so I'm going to push your buttons.
Yikes. Imagine giving this advice in 2024.
I'm going to manage you like a video game, and I'm going to play until I get a win.
He's pretty much looking you in the eyes and saying, women are not children, especially not in 2024. You don't have to play games. You can actually be so straightforward that they stop being children. They stop playing games. Like, what? Even the ones with degrees play games. What are you talking about?
In condition or until I get game over, and then I'm out of here. And that's what games are. If you're playing games with her and trying
Anytime someone gives you advice where a woman is an to a man, they're lying to you. If they're saying, bro, they're like children, then they're giving you good advice.
read her mind and trying to figure it out, you've already lost.
We've got the other side of this as well, which is they're way too nice and overly romantic.
Way too nice and overly romantic either comes across as love bombing, like you're being fake, so you're trying to make her feel amazing to forget that she doesn't actually love you yet, so she'll sleep with you. Or it comes across as being eager to please mom because you're trying to please women the way you pleased your mother growing up, and you don't know what women actually want from you. Both are a fairly big turnoff for secure women. The only people who respond to that are avoidant women.
Does he have footage of him on a date?
Who are looking for anxious men to snap up and have with for a period of time and then dump you and then just reconfirm the red pill beliefs, or women who are really anxious and are ultimately craving that approval from you. And you don't really want to connect with either woman. You want a woman.
This is assuming that a regular woman won't be anxious ever. You should be learning how to defuse the bomb way earlier than have a connection.
Who is secure and stable, who is going to give you a life partnership.
Secure and stable. Give me a break, bro.
Mark Manson's models says that the number one turnoff for women is needy.
Zherka, does the state of play apply over text? Yeah, you should never be texting about serious shit. What the fuck? You should be building a sandcastle in your fucking fantasy world with them. What the hell? Even serious conversations happen in person. They don't happen over text. So you're doing everything wrong.
What's your thoughts on that?
Neediness is very different from having needs. Neediness is childhood. Neediness is.
You could tell this guy sucks, and he's just a salesman who's good at sales because he's not in shape. Like, there's very few people on earth who should be giving advice if they're not. Bro, I'm telling you. Yeah, you could be out of shape and get women, but you cannot teach this stuff if you're out of shape. That's crazy. That's like me. I think I'm the only one who'll get away with that.
Saying, I can't find solutions. I'm going to lay here crying until someone else solves my problem for me. It is not, like most men say, being a completely immovable stone that never has a weakness, because women don't want that either. They want to see that you have vulnerabilities and
the only vulnerability that she should ever see in you is that you're tired of hope and you're not doing some manipulation. You're actually tired of them. But you should also have that strong arm of, like I've always said, I'm like, in the off chance we do break up, then my life goes to a different track. I know it's kind of bad, but it goes to a different track. And so I'll be with a lot of hoes real quick. As in, like, don't do anything too bad to me. You know, don't fuck up too hard. If you're mad at me, don't key my car, because I can crank it the other way real fast and ruin us way faster, right? Like, have the argument, don't key my car type, because I can do horrible shit. I'm capable of
challenges that they can help you with, but they also want to see you rising to the occasion and solving those problems, because they want and respect a man who views solutions and approaches them and applies them.
Yeah, if you solve her problems and you're broke, you have solved nothing. Just remember that.
They assume she doesn't want to hear from them again because she wasn't explicitly throwing herself at him.
So many guys who navigate from red pill into regular dating and say, she didn't try to sleep with me. What's wrong with me? And they build validation based on if she's trying to have sex with him. And women do this too. If you don't understand what real interest from a securely attached person looks like, someone who's not rushing into the relationship for validation, if you don't know what that looks like, you think they are uninterested or bored or boring. And you must recalibrate what actual romantic interest looks like before you can really pursue a healthy relationship.
Yikes.
They try to rush to sex.
Rushing to sex is just going to muddy the waters, number one. It's going to flood you with feelings and her.
This is true.
With feelings that are not.
Rushing to it will damage you more than her, actually, right? I don't mean if you're like an incel and you got some. I mean like if you're a Chad and you get someone quick. That's going to fuck you up way harder.
Actually what's happening. It's going to convince you that you love each other even when you don't. You don't even know each other yet. And it's going to turn off any women that you actually would want to build a long-term relationship with.
Yeah, you're just building a nest in the beginning. You're not building any physical. Right? Like, for example, you rush and hook up with her within the first few hours of meeting her versus let's say, went to a nice yacht party, just me, her, and my friends. And we're both rich, let's say. I'm winning because I got the experience in and you got the hookup in. You're getting blocked and I'm winning. Mine's is a nest, yours is a hookup.
I really do would be very interested to get some more data.
I'm talking to red pill guys, you know, those yacht guys that we see on the. I'm talking to you guys.
Attachment styles and psychological stability correlated with whether women have.
Zherka, do you feel bad for creating whores by fooling around with them? Yes, obviously. I've talked about this since day one on the internet. I'm not those guys who say, like, you know, like those YouTubers who go, actually, she would have done that even if I didn't exist. Dude, I'm Zherka. No, she wouldn't.
I
feel horrible. That's why I've slowed down so much. Dude, when I was a security guard in the nightclub scene, that's when I was horns on my head.
First date or how many dates it would be. And this would need to be revealed rather than stated preferences, because there's a pretty big observer effect here to perhaps.
I guarantee you, Chris, he's got 3 million subs, good looking guy. I guarantee you he's not getting his way with chicks. That's how backwards the world is.
Give a different answer to the one that actually happens. But I would be very interested. I'm pretty fascinated by the ability of modern culture, especially a very sex positive modern culture, to perhaps reprogram or deprogram some felt innate predispositions that women do have when it comes to how long they feel like they should wait. You know, because if you're around, unless you come from a particularly traditional, very strong values household, if you are a girl that is around a bunch of other girls and
you're better than her, bro. I don't know how to explain it to these young men. And I know it's stupid to tell someone, they have to experience it or else they'll never believe it. So it's stupid that I repeat that.
Been and seen a lot of us over the past 6, 7
I don't mean better as in I can see a noticeable difference from you two. I mean you're more rare. Way more rare than it's just some random. One in the chat, this is worse than a negative breakup. Like a chaotic breakup.
Different lives right now. We love and support one another, but
yikes.
You know, sometimes things don't always work out, and that's okay. It can end.
If he was the man, she'd be freaking out.
And in a positive way.
Laughing at him. Immediately leaked to her that he's put energy thinking of this breakup. It's a breakup video, bro. You've put energy into it. She's already, her head is big now.
And the camera turned on, and I was like, just froze
Blink.
up. Yeah, you know, just
that's even worse. You know, I love when you guys tell the truth, but not after. I don't want the truth before you establish the real truth. And the real truth is, if you're better than the woman, lay it out on the table. Then you can go self-deprecate like a little.
Just kind of following off of what she said, you know, dude, she's awesome and has absolutely changed my life. I think forever.
No, just tell the truth. She's awesome for other people, not for me. That's the language you want. Why? I can't even tell you why. We just don't. We don't do it. We don't click. Dude, humans hate to be told the truth. And the truth is, bro, have you ever taken someone back and then it's like different and kind of awkward and you're like, dude, you're ruining my time. I took you back and you're acting weird. I'm like, you're not it. Everyone wants to be it. He's going full deep talks. Look at full deep talk, deep talk, deep talk, deep. Why deep talks? Maxing casual means they become family. Meaning you can have deep talks, but maxing deep talks is like they're never going to become family because your heart is bleeding out. She doesn't want to be part of you.
In different directions, and I think
so
that
deep, bro.
What's more important than even being in a relationship or being together is knowing that we love each other and that we're each other's best friends no matter what.
Yikes. He doesn't even realize how much damage he's doing to young men here. Oh my God.
Just supporting each other and being there for one another. I think that's what we really need. We have a lot of other personal.
Look at that. He just obsessed with, dude. You know, Chad, you know how hard it is to be obsessed with a girl if you know you're better than her? You know how hard it is? And he doesn't know that. He doesn't know he's more rare statistically on paper. He's way more rare at a mall than she is. I had the deep conversation. I became her best friend. And now look where I'm at. If I could play it back, I wouldn't change anything. Really?
Before we even were together. She said I love you first, but what?
I did.
Whoa, you got played, bro. You know how many times they'll say that? You actually fell for the shit, bro. Yeah, if a girl ever says, I love you, your first thought should be, great, another one to the army. Now I can really trust you. Talk to a girl like this because I'm just so cool, like too tired to talk on the phone.
Know that.
You can tell he's done no wrong to no bitch, and he's still getting brutalized, right? And this is why I say, if you fall in love with the astral form, like whatever this ideas, these emotions you have that are packets of ideas coming out your brain, if you're more in love with idea of her than actually her, you're in trouble. Because ideas can be perfect. They can be concepts, right?
Hanging out 3 times.
All right, guys, on a college campus.
Yeah, these college campus things get so many views. And I've been asked so many times to do this, and I always found this content kind of cringe. But I'm like, bro, if there's anything I'm good at is making it normal. I can make cringe way less. I can't eradicate it.
I decided to do this video when it's very cold.
Whoa, this guy's giving me shooter vibes, bro.
It depends on my mood. Like if I'm maybe in like an elevator or at the gym and I'm just like pumped up, ready to go, then like I'll talk to them.
You seem like a social person.
Really?
Like, you seem like you're
defines a
extroverted.
social person?
You're not afraid of social interaction. Like you're not afraid to walk up to a stranger and say hi.
Well, neither do you, for real. What makes you want to do this video?
So,
Here's the problem: is a lot of times you guys are getting the number on some like, yo, she's cozy around me thing. But if she's walking away thinking I'm just gonna be blunt. If she thinks you're a little homo, you're getting the number in a weird zone. It's worse than a friend zone. It's a very weird zone you're going to.
I have a YouTube channel. It's all about, well, it's been a travel channel for a long time. But
He's like actually having a conversation.
Okay, so if you're a guy that struggles with finding the energy, how you can be that. I was very boring. And whenever I had a conversation with somebody, I would worry that I was being too boring. And because of that, I actually didn't want to talk to other people.
He looks like the kind of guy that gets everyone's number but gets no play at the end. You know what I mean, chat?
And this is very common. So
like these people muddy the water way more than like, dude. I'll say this, man. Have you noticed that the one thing nobody talks about is that the Chads, the middle in between guys, none of them are getting played, just like the incels. Like incels think they're in on this alone. Like, oh, I'm struggling alone. They're not. Let's see if he's got
What's up, boss? Welcome back to the class.
Go
and say hi to a girl. Confidence. So trust me, man. I know you're in a position.
Why? One thing I never understand is, have you noticed the comment section never talks about those guys who are just getting the number so she could be relieved that the conversation's over, and she's too polite to say no? How come no one talks about those? If we start taking out those interactions, these videos get very short.
Where right now you feel like it's hard to go and talk to people. You have like anxiety to go and say hi to a girl that you are attracted to, or maybe make a friend with a guy. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you make eye contact with somebody. You hold the eye contact. You maintain it, okay? And
yeah, the eye contact stuff, as important as it is, how many times do you see a Chad talking to a while staring at a spot he's going to throw the football? And he still gets her. It's not as big deal as you think, the eye contact thing, right?
And I don't mean like being creepy and just like, you know, following them and staring them down. But what I mean is, if you're looking...
The truth is, when they're boring as you have to create your own fun to make them... Dude, here's the truth. This should hurt you hard. They're as boring as you are. If you see them as a mirror, you'll be offended that she's boring. You get it? Because the moment you start blaming her for being boring is the moment you quit. I've had so many of those, like, I don't want to do this anymore. There's no point to that. No, you have to make them fun. So pretend they are your character, your avatar. Right. Let's see if she's got...
Looking at somebody, so let's say, you know, you notice a girl, you want to talk to her. She looks back at you. Maintain eye contact, okay? The next thing you need to do is signal with your body language that you would like to talk to her. Here's what I mean. Let's say you see a girl, okay? The camera is the girl, right? I'm walking along, I see the girl. She looks back, that's what I do. Simple, a sup nod. That's it. That's it. If my body...
This is not bad advice, a sup nod. This is better than just directly approaching. You should give her a heads up first.
Body's this way,
Let's
right?
see, yeah.
And I see her.
Uh-oh, like an ostrich, and he turns to her, look.
I turn my body while holding eye contact, okay? If I'm walking, see her, I see either stop or I kind of...
How come he's not asking what her anxiety level's at? Is she hunched? Is he like this? Is she walking fast? How come they never ask that part? Right? Aren't you scoping it out? Where you can walk up to some, but some you sit down and you tell them to approach you because they're too nervous. This is crazy that he's walking up to the nervous one just as much as he's walking up to the confident one in the exact same way. What the...
I turn my direction a little bit. I slow down, kind of pivot to...
You are not introverted.
Hi.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
I know. Good to see you. Why are you shaking?
She thinks you're a pussy unless the next thing you say makes her crave you.
True.
Am I? Yeah.
But 99% of introverts will always say the wrong thing.
You know what's funny is he didn't double down there. A lot of people think he did good there. If you get challenged that hard, she's literally saying to you, go further. You can literally double down way further than back down like that. You should watch half of Craig's first muted just to see body language of where he's leaned and where she leans, when he leans forward, etc. You should understand that before the language stuff. No one talks about that.
You'll know your personality will get you reactions like this.
Just want you to know, really, for real, I have about 20.
This guy literally took your data IQ. What?
Teasing is by far the best way to make a conversation flirty and
no, he didn't.
Engaging, and to actually get people to derive a sense of value from it, to get a good feeling from the conversation, leaving with an uplifted emotion and not some kind of awkward thing that they had with you, small talk. A tease is probably the best way to make your conversations more engaging, more flirty, just to have people want to talk to you more. Now here I have a whole bunch of them that we're going to go over.
Do the dating guys argue between the guys who believe in the teasing versus the guys who just want a genuine conversation? Do they debate each other?
And so let's get into the video, how to make your conversations more flirty using teases. So the first thing I want to say to you is that there's going to be a specific mindset behind how we're going to want to say our teases. Because again, everything in life is not what you say, it's how you say it. And so if I go up to someone and I make a tease, oh my God, where did you get those pants? The clown store? And it comes off super weak, and it doesn't come off at all confident or coming from a place of, hey, I value myself, the tease is not going to have any effect. It's just not going to have an effect. Now,
so yeah, he's one of our students. Interesting.
Especially, it's going to sound forced. So do not force it, but there's a certain frame that we want to take on. And that is what I call the big brother frame. The big brother frame is...
He's stealing. Oh my God, he's stealing our Do we have to sue this kid?
How would a older brother treat his little sister or his little brother? Little brother, his little sister, his siblings, right? How would an older brother treat these people? Well, he would first be very grounded and know that these kids can't really emotionally rile him up. Maybe a little bit here and there, but to a sense, they're little kids. They can't really do anything to him. And he's going to be
dismissive, yeah.
Super playful to them. He's going to be constantly dissing them, constantly being like a nuisance.
Yeah, this guy watches all of our
constantly annoying them. But at the end of the day, there is a deep love between them two. Now, a big brother, when he's teasing his sister, that's how I like to use it when I'm talking girls. I just pretend I'm their big brother, and not in some
He's literally stealing our He's no YouTuber in history has done this. He's word for word, bar for bar, even step by step.
It's very healthy between a man and a woman, especially in this sense. And so you're constantly teasing her, you're constantly being playful with her, you're not taking her too seriously when she does stuff or she whines or pouts, or you're not really buying it.
It is refreshing hearing good advice, though. You know, good job on stealing my
in all that much. You're just doing your own thing, and she's like, there being a little bit of annoying. So this is the frame that we want to take on, the frame of the conversation. We want to treat the other person like they're our little brother or little sister, not take them too seriously, and this will just get us in a more friendly, good, authentic mode in our body, and this will allow us to say the teases in a much healthier, more just conversational, flowy way. So the frame is pretend that you are the big brother. Pretend that the relationship is you are a big brother and you're just teasing your little sister. You're just teasing your little brother. You're just having fun with a family member. Now, we have a whole bunch of teases. Now, here I have 8, and let me go over the first one, which is push.
Let him
pull. Push-pull is a very classic one.
You know what you did. You know what you did. You didn't go finish a master's degree on this.
It involves giving a high emotion, but then following up with a negative emotion.
Oh my God, he's stealing date IQ step by step.
Or giving a negative emotion and then following up with a high emotion. What it is giving 2 different emotions into one statement, making the other person feel very confused, very titillated, very stimulated in their head, and it's very engaging. So, an example of a push-pull.
Push-pull! He's even taking the language! What the I thought he just stole the framing.
Is, what I love about you? What I love about
Oh my God, he's stealing exactly what I say.
And so you do not want to insult them personally, and you don't want to insult their interest. Don't insult their interest. Take pride in their interest, because it's a common ground in something that a person's interested is going to be very healthy, and then later on you can tease them about it too. So this is what not to put for the negative. So what can we put? Well, we can put...
I dare you to answer with something Zherka says. You're done, buddy.
Absolutely nothing. Downward. And then followed up with, just joking.
You're probably in chat watching me right now, little I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Just joking. Upwards.
He even says the just joking part upwards like me and how I teach it. The only difference is I didn't pull out a board.
Or maybe even just like this. So what actually is being verbally said in this sentence? You know what I love about
He should actually be he should be explaining the emotions, the upswings more. That's more important than the content of what's being said.
You? Absolutely nothing. Just joking. So what even goes on?
First of all, this part's wrong. The just joking is the last ditch effort. You will actually get away with more if you say absolutely nothing. She'll 90% of the time they'll laugh at that, right? He should only add this just joking part for like this 10% examples. And the just joking really goes with when you're being cruel, not when you're just being negative.
First of all, what was achieved? You know what I love about you? Absolutely nothing, just joking. Nothing was achieved.
Gee, thank you. Get out of it.
No information was given. No statements. No, basically nothing was here. It was, here's a statement, I'm retracting it, and then I'm retracting it again. Sum of zero. However, if we look closer at the emotions that were going on through this, we'll see that, well, we got hit with a positive emotion here. You know what I love about you? Getting my hopes up. Okay, what is this?
Here's the problem is if you teach it this way and not my way, you're setting up a structure in the man's mind that it's an up with a down every single time. No, it can be an up with a down, 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 and you could literally, she could be hysterically laughing at that. That's the only problem. I hate learning it this way because your brain will be like, well, gotta dig her down. I went up and down. No, dude, you can, if they're laughing, you can go deeper. Like, what? You're a nurse? Down, down, down. He's teaching it in a kind of like a you can't change the format way, right?
This guy love about me, right? This guy loves something about me. He's taking notice about something that I'm doing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, what the f? And that may be a hard-hitting one. I wouldn't go absolutely nothing. You could even tease her on, I love how you stumble when you walk, right? One of my girlfriends had a very hard time walking because she's very disorientated in her legs. You know, women have a very hard time using their legs.
What? This guy does not have a girl. No way. He's got a yogurt up here. What's this yogurt thing? This is drink yogurt before a date.
Very coordinatedly to walk in straight lines, and so she would, tumble and fall sometimes. And of course,
yeah, I've had a girlfriend. She tumbles and falls sometimes. You know, these women are not the best walkers on earth. You know, they don't really. They're not like leg dominant like men. They're more upper body. What are you saying, bro? This is like the sand. Feels like a bag of sand thing.
Teasing her right now on this video. But you know what I love about you? How you stumble when you walk. Even that's a little bit of a negative. Oh, come on. I thought you were going to say you love my beautiful smile, my beautiful dress. And so it's a
No, it should be. But if you're teaching older brother game, why doesn't it sound like an older brother? Why does it sound like a boyfriend? Oh, I love how you stumble when you walk. No, it should sound like you can't walk for That's what an older brother would. That's the framing an older brother would use. He would never say, I love how you... Hey, Sarah, my sister, I love how you cannot walk when you walk. And that's not how brothers speak, bro. Do you not have siblings?
Direction. You know what I love about you? Setting it up for something positive. And then the tease. I love how you stumble when you walk. I love how you're...
No, because that's still a positive. You know what I love about you? I'm still figuring it out. You see that? That's an up and a down, right? Yours is an up and down.
Handwriting looks like you just graduated 4th grade. I love how it's something like that, right? But at the essence, it's a positive and then a misdirection with a negative. You know what is absolutely... You know how excited I was?
I'm really happy that he, at this age, is understanding what I've taught better than any adult. Bro, when I see adults attempting flirting in public, in my head I go, holy shit, I've been gifted with the lamest superpowers on earth. But when I'm in public, I feel like a god.
To see you today, a good 2. Push. Oh my God, you look absolutely gorgeous. My gosh, I mean, you are a...
So one thing that I know he's doing wrong is, have you noticed when he goes for this up and down, push and pull, kind of hot and cold energy, have you noticed he's still sparing her? That means he's still afraid of her, right? And people are like, well, it's only like 20%. I don't care. She's supposed to see you not spare her. That's the whole point.
Solid 6. Stuff like that is going to be it's going to convey a lot more, it's going to give her and the other person you're talking to a lot more emotion into the conversation, which is exactly what we want to spike. Okay, that's one of them. That's just one of them. Now again, the frame is coming from a big brother, so it's all smiley, it's all teasy. You know what I love about you? Nothing. I'm kidding, bro. You're amazing. You're amazing.
No, that's double positive, bro. You did it wrong. Why? Because your heart is sparing. You're sparing her even in the thought, in the fantasy right now, which is very simple. You should never be sparing her. Sparing her assumes she's better than you. It's not good.
You do have a hard time walking, but other than that, you're like perfect. You know, the dresses.
No, you can't walk for shit. Nobody cries at that, trust me. They're more resilient than you think.
The dress today, I mean, God, the fabric is amazing. Where did you get this? Your mother's carpet?
Again, we got to work on this timing, the pace, and the punchline, but okay.
Subliminal, a takeaway can be big, a takeaway can be small. And what I mean by a takeaway is you're taking away attention or validation. So if a girl is talking about something and she says something stupid, so I'll hear girls validation. I'll hear girls talk about shit all the time.
He's so adorable, his voice, Greg.
Beliefs, their outlooks on the world. And some girls are smart, some girls...
Yeah, for a lot of you guys, taking away the validation isn't a smart move. You should just trade it by validating someone else. Even if it is someone in your phone or social media or blah, 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 or at the restaurant or whatever, right? And it doesn't have to mean like you like them or them. I'll show you.
However, every person is going to have certain beliefs and takes that are a little controversial to other people. It's just how people are raised.
Like, people underestimate how much you have to validate them on the first date. If it's a normal one, if it's not a fresh fit, or if it's one of those, it's different.
Their own beliefs about the world. And so when she does have something that is contradictory to mine, I call her out to that. And I have my own reasoning as to why my belief is correct. And because I believe my belief is correct and my thought process to get there, I believe in my belief more than she believes in my belief and more than she believes in her own belief. And so usually I'm able to, if we actually do get into a conversation talking about it, defend why her belief is wrong, why my belief is probably better, why her belief has some flaws into it, if we're disagreeing.
Come on.
So I will do a takeaway onto that. I will take away my attention. This could be a simple look away. So she's talking about something, and then you get a dismissal look away. Oh my God, and then I was like, we have to vote Kamala because she is making the abortions legal again. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you're not looking away for Kamala. You are not dismissing Kamala. Any punishment you give to a chick about politics, politics is too big to be fully dismissed, meaning she's going to keep bringing it up. So it's so much better to shoot her out of the sky if it's something as big as politics. If it's about her favorite flavor of ice cream, you can always punish the behavior with something dismissive. But if it's politics, dude, she's gonna get you on that for sure. If I were you, I'd cut the head of the dragon early, right? She says Kamala, you go, ooh, Kamala. Oh my, you are too much CNN for you, and then you let her sink in her stupidity right there.
Perfectly okay. Woman's choice, amazing. However...
Or for a lot of you guys that don't want the trouble, I do go about it the other way, which is kind of the same direction, but it works better because people love sarcasm nowadays. You can even go, yeah, Kamala, dude, I love all of her policies. Like that's why for the last 4 years, like we had to get her in office, like, but she's going to change everything for even better this time. And then she'll know what you're doing.
Let's just, for the statement, say, I didn't believe
Come on, get to it, bro.
Okay, let's just say Kamala was
I'm
making
out of
abortions
here.
illegal, okay?
Come on.
I'd be like, what? That's retarded. Right? But I could get the same effect by just looking away.
Yeah, you don't want to say that. You don't want to. I don't know. There's so much better things to say, right? Because that looks like you're also running from the political conversation by shooting it down. No, bro, go enjoy it. Go enjoy shooting her down.
Kamala, she's making abortions illegal. I'm voting her. And then literally just looking away, giving a what? Looking away, and then even pretending to walk. Live example of this, actually. I was at the gym, I would say a week ago.
You can shoot her down by going, dude, you are a wild. And she goes, what's wild about me, John?
And I saw my friend there. And I was walking by. I just like kind of stumbled into him on accident. Just to with him. He's like, what the hell, man? Oh, it's you. What's up? I'm like, what's up, man? We haven't seen each other. Talked for a little bit. And in the beginning of the conversation, like, you've been going to the gym? I'm like, yeah, of course I've been going like every day. He's like, it doesn't look like it. I was like, okay, man. He's teasing me. It's a good tease, right? He's teasing me because I'm skinny. However, to me and to him, we both know, we're better in shape than the average world. And so it's a tease. It's a good tease. And what I did was a takeaway. Perfect example of this. I did a takeaway. I could have been like, I know, right, man? I got to eat more. I know, man. Right? Boring conversation, whatever. I did a takeaway. So not only did I look away, I went, what the fuck? I went, and I literally walked away. In a teasing, playful manner. Of course I came back. He's like, no, I'm kidding. Come back, I'm kidding. I turned around, came back. But it was teasing on both ends. He gave me a big tease. You don't even look like you're going to the gym,
Where are we going with this? Zherka, did you say politics or work is something you avoid talking about? Yeah, it could be a very boring conversation if you're genuinely talking about it. But if you're shooting her ideology out of the sky, that's totally fine. I do that a million times a day.
Man, I liked you until you said that.
It'd be different chicks a day.
Too much. And so the takeaway, the walk away, the pretend walk away, I'll say.
There's 5. Dude, I have not been Zherka, bro. I used to talk to 50 at the same time. Now I can name 5. We gotta level up.
The pretend.
We gotta watch this guy's content to level up.
And these two girls were looking at photos of like themselves, maybe like Teddy said. anything funny to say. She was just basically calling out on how young I was, which isn't even a tease, but it was a tease, whatever.
No, you're getting shot out the sky if they call you out for being young. Let me tell you that. You're getting your money wasted and drained there.
And all I did was go and walk away. And that made them both laugh because it was just me going like, okay, you got me. I'm walking away now.
You got me. Oh no.
The walk away is very good in this. When the other person gives a good tease. You have to know when to walk away though, when to actually walk away and come back. With those girls, I was just walking. I was going.
Let's see you in the field, bro.
So I went back in long term, which is good, and short term, which is good too. Long term meaning you can have a conversation with a person one day, and then weeks go by, maybe a month goes by, and you call back on that one joke that you guys had, and it hits very hard. Wait, what are you talking about? You remember that one time? Oh my, yeah.
Weeks go by. After weeks, you hit her back. Like, this is like the ultimate red pill ideology. 3 weeks go by, and I totally forgot about them. Yeah, that makes sense if you're on a podcast tour. If you're Zherka-ing around USA, if you're in New York, that makes sense if you actually are publicly doing shit. If you're just chilling in your room and 3 weeks go by, you didn't do shit. Like, what did you do?
Yes, bro, yeah. Also, you can use a callback immediately in like a 2 to 3 minute setting. Imagine I open someone, we're talking about something, and she says, oh my God.
The cool thing about this kid is by the time he's 25, he's going to be, if he's already taking notes and doing it, dude, this sticks. When you've drawn little cartoons and little notes, this sticks when you're at the bars.
Yeah, I go to bed at like 2 a.m. every day. You're an owl, man. Jesus, man. Jesus. And then 2 minutes later into the conversation, say an owl goes by. Hey, look, it's you. Hey, look, it's this. That's a callback in like a 2 minute span. And so you can definitely use it to build a more personal connection.
No, that's not how you, hey, it's you when you see an owl. She's not going to laugh. This is why you do it. This is why you have to master the pace of your language, the tone, and the punchline, especially if it's not funny. You got to go, have you noticed you smell like a bit like an owl? Do you see that language? That it's not even funny what I said, and it's still funny because I chopped it down. Hey, it's you, an owl. That's like saying, hey, I want to win you over in 1 second without trying. It's kind of like, what are you doing there, right? The whole point is you're chopping down the language. And he's doing better than anyone his age, I'll tell you that. He's problem solving in his head. He's doing great.
Because it's going to be a one-on-one inside joke.
Max Holloway really lost. Man, didn't I tell you guys to not bet on Holloway? Didn't I tweet about that? On the rare chances I give my predictions, you guys should be making money.
The next is a playful disagree. So this is being very playful, it's being very fun, it's being non-serious at all. What's your favorite ice cream? Vanilla. Oh my God, my God, no, that can't be it. There's no way you look like this, you wear this.
No, that's not cute. No, that's yapping. She goes, my favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla. And you go, how predictable. That's exactly what you want to be funny. That's like you know her better than she knows herself.
You take this car, you drive this place, you work out here, and your favorite ice cream is vanilla? Please now. Playful this.
And people are like, then what do I say to make it funnier? You don't have to say anything. Wherever the mind goes will be funny.
Disagree.
The ambiguousness, the ambiguous is the funny, broseph. Chicken shop day.
Don't do anything weird.
Andrew.
Like bring out a ring or like get down on one knee. Like I'm not in the mood today.
All right.
Just okay.
All right, I hear you.
Max confidence. He's doing great.
We've had a couple of lovely interactions.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a very enthusiastic. Yeah, it was like an undermining. Yeah. Come on, we can own that. Like it's been vibey.
It's been vibey to the point where you've been avoiding me for 2 years because the vibes were too much for you to
Powerful
handle.
vibes.
So I'm actually surprised you're here.
I'm also surprised I'm here as well.
I don't mind you guys answering on her pace as long as you don't mind that you have to do it till the end of the date. So if you want to do this, no, I do mind. This is.
I do believe in fate and destiny. Do you know the difference?
I believe in fate.
You do? Go on.
Yeah.
Give me an example.
No, what is she just so dominant? She doesn't even answer his question.
Of something.
Originally.
Even at max confidence, these guys kind of sucky.
Are you a good dancer?
Well, I've seen you dance.
Well, of course.
There was a party that I saw you dance at.
Yeah. What did you think?
I was like, she's dancing. It was epic. It was epic. Honestly, your moves were epic. And everyone was like thrown off.
Yeah. In a good way.
Yeah, no, like inspired, but also intimidated.
No, I do remember. I just wanted you to relive it for me in this moment.
I feel manipulated. I don't like games. Good. I don't like games.
How does he know this woman?
Amelia.
Well, it's just fun.
Is it fun
Well,
for the person
for me,
that's
it's fun.
like pulling the strings?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like.
You don't like it?
I'm cutting them.
I'm not going to be who you want me to be in this moment.
I'm not asking you to be anything but what you want.
Finally, he's leaning back. This is what we call actually locking in. Why do people think it's a video game where you lean forward and you respond on her beat like you're her little...
Just holding a mirror up.
Yeah, and I look good.
Do you think it's possible? Do you really think it's possible that...
Yeah, you have res when you charm yourself or you find yourself for one moment magnetic. Immediately when you feel it, the whole room likes you. Right? Like me, I could just be like on my computer like this, and then you throw me on a stream with a bunch of whatever. I can be like, all right, turn on. Okay, first I have to make John Zherka like John Zherka. As soon as that happens, the rest are going to follow suit. This is the same formula every time, right? It's being.
Like there's someone that could be sat in this seat that might be like, wait a minute, I just realized this is it.
Yeah. Do you not?
I love that you're hopeful about it. I just think it's, the setup is
But isn't it just like meeting someone at work?
yeah, ish. But like what other workplaces?
I've made it into a date.
Is it sped up or
Your
something?
work.
Yeah, it has to be.
Your workplace.
Yeah, exactly. How many of those?
Let's see what it sounds like for real.
You tell me. None?
I mean, it's not.
It's still fast.
It's like flash in the pan stuff usually.
Are your spidey senses tingling right now?
Don't do that. You get one of those. I hope you
I've got
enjoyed
one
it.
more.
No, I hope you enjoyed it because that's that. It's over.
Snog, marry, void.
Go on then.
Tom Holland. Tobey Maguire.
This is better. Laughing in her face. This is better.
Wahlberg.
This is good. Lean back. Stay over there. You're happier there, bro.
Oh, this is unfair. This is really unfair. You turn the screws on me. Okay. Oh no, because...
That was good. Moment of pause. He's actually thinking about it.
God, that's hard, actually. I don't want to avoid any of you, really.
Okay, but you have to.
Look how much cooler he looks when he actually slows it down. You see what I mean?
I have to avoid you then, because I
What?
can't.
You see what I mean? It's not even what he said. It's that he actually slowed down the anxiety so she could actually enjoy the date. Look.
Actually, I don't want to avoid any of you, really.
Okay, but you have to.
She's like, okay, but you have to, on my beat. This is so key, bro. This is so...
avoid you then,
What?
Because I can't do that to either of those guys. I can do it to you.
Are you
because,
kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. I'm going to do it to you.
This
is
is
called
exactly what
flirting. And...
The only problem is men get cool after 3 minutes sitting there. It should be in the beginning, and then you can unwind. Why can't you be the cool guy in the beginning? Why do you have to do it after 3 minutes?
And I need
Here, send me Fresh CEO game. Have we ever seen this game? Oh, this one's in person. Let's go.
Went all over.
Who's this? Who's this chick?
But what did you say?
I don't know.
I
You
don't
tell me.
remember. They were just like, oh my god, like he talked so much shit about
Why? Why is he dating this?
you, and it was on your stream, and I don't know what you said, but like I hated you since. But
Nah, you didn't hate
I
me.
didn't hate you, but like you
Nah.
know, I was just like, this guy doesn't even know me, and like he's just like talking about me.
I know, that's ridiculous. Can I tell you what I think it was? I was wrestling with my brother. And I know you guys had that little fallout. So I think what happened was that's the reason why I kind of was more on his side of things. But I didn't hear your side out.
Right, there's two sides to every story.
Exactly.
Would you think it's fair that you just chose a side?
That's my brother, of course. I'm gonna tell you right now, if he would never do it.
This is good. This is really good by him.
But if my brother...
Look at her defeated position. This is good.
Let's just say you guys were a thing. And if my brother were to cheat on you, let's just say, and it's very wrong to do that.
Right.
That's my brother though.
You'd still have his back.
100%.
If he was cheating on me.
Oh, 100%.
You'd still
100% right in her face. This is really good.
have his back.
1,000,000%.
We'll do monkey in a sec.
You still have his back.
I didn't see anything.
I guess I do the same.
Exactly. But what I want to know is, I'll hear your side
Look
out.
at the defeated posture. That's what we want.
So
Look how happy they get when they get defeated. What's my next game plan? They go back on the climb, right?
once upon a time.
This is usually when you guys will start feeling bad for her and let her climb back up too quick.
That means it's fake.
No. Okay.
No, she's getting
so
better.
I just moved to LA, right? 2 years ago.
Me too. We moved the same time, actually, me and you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you from?
Florida.
Oh, I'm from Texas. Okay.
What part?
I'm from Houston.
Oh, okay.
Aliens from Florida? What? Oh, I thought he's from Toronto. That is, he acts nothing like Florida.
What?
Nah, nothing. I just know about people from Houston. I know about, you know.
Oh. Is that a bad thing?
It's straight. It's whatever.
Okay, I've heard so much about Florida, so it's straight.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
This is good. This is a state of play. He's doing good for once.
so I moved here like 2 years ago, and then randomly, like, people were just like DMing me, being like, hey, like, I work for Rife.
This is exactly what I mean by you eye contact gurus are. Look how good he's doing without the eye contact always.
Straight.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Because he's addressing the room, the people at the bar or the chat in this case.
so I moved here like 2 years ago, and then randomly, like, people were just like DMing me, being like, hey, like, I work, and I was friends with a couple people that was friends with his ex at the time, Abby.
Bro, shoot her down when they're yapping, because they'll pick up on you thinking she's yapping too eventually.